All right, day 2. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Velvet. I am a narcissistic abuse survivor turned thriver, and I will be taking you on my journey to making my dreams come true so that you can have your journey to making your dreams come true. There is life after abuse, and it is beautiful so long as you leave the space for that beautiful life to come in and never look back. So each day I'm going to be making these videos for daily motivation so that you can reach your dreams based on some of the things that I've learned over the past year or two that will hopefully help you along as well. Today is day 2, and it's always the hardest in the beginning to really start anything, any new habit. And while I have always been someone who is very, very consistent and self-driven, there have been periods of time where I've kind of fallen off the wagon for different reasons or different life circumstances. But the most important thing is consistency and organization, a schedule, a routine. That's the best thing that you can do. So let's talk about getting organized. And this is actually really simple. This is something that can even be kind of a wind down for you at night, and it can take your mind off of things. And this is what I do each night. Right before I go to sleep, or I start winding down for the night, or as I'm winding down for the night, I will create a to-do list for the next day. I'll kind of have a general overview of what I know I need to and want to do for the upcoming week. But to have a daily to-do list is so important, especially if you are a fellow CPTSD survivor or someone with anxiety, someone with depression. If you have anything inside of you that makes it hard to do simple things sometimes, it is so pivotal to be organized with your life, to just write things out so that you, if you need it, you can just use it as like a little guide. So for instance, my to-do list for today is wake up by 10 a.m. excited and driven for the day's adventures, take 10 to 15 minutes to ease into the day, and I listed a few different ways I could do that. So just in case I need kind of that little bit of help to like think if I'm not able to think super clearly in the morning. So I wrote journal, pray, just be. So like sitting and allowing myself to go into the day. So then I also wrote eat a bagel with a little butter and raspberries. If you have trouble with eating to do with CPTSD, because I do, it is a trauma response. I will often not feel safe to eat. No, that is not why I am the size I am. I was born very small. I've always been very small. It's in my genetics. It's in my family. But because of CPTSD, I do have trouble eating. So to write that out, to say, eat this specific thing or eat a good meal, to anyone who does have trouble with that, I've found that actually extremely helpful. So that's just a little tip there. Next I have hair and makeup. Done. Then I have to make another video for the day. Then next on my list, I have watching a masterclass on business, because I'm going to be setting up a Kickstarter and trying to get my project going. So that is a very important part. I really want to make sure that I have some kind of just extra idea of business sense. So that's what I'll be doing for the day. That's another thing I'll tell you, is each day I'll tell you what task I'm going to be doing. towards getting towards my dreams. So that's the one I'm going to be doing today, as well as contacting one of my actors about a one-on-one voice testing session. I did one of those yesterday with another one of my actors. Shout out to you, Josh. You are fantastic. And thank you again, buddy. So, let's see. Next is eat a good lunch. Then pick up a few things from the store. So I listed off a few things that I need that I'm running out of. Then I have an EMDR session, which please do yourself a favor. If you have trauma, do EMDR. It is amazing and so soothing. Do it. It's definitely a little bit intimidating. You have to face your traumas head on, but that is the best way to heal. The best way. And it is so soothing, so worth it. So highly recommend EMDR therapy. Further than that, I just have a note to take my anxiety medication. Then I have a doctor appointment, so I have that listed. Then I allocate for breaks. So to just sit and breathe for 10 to 15 minutes. You don't need to be in any specific place. You don't need to be doing anything. Just sit and breathe, whether that's sitting outside or whether that is sitting just by yourself in your room. However, just sit and breathe. It is so important in your organization to make sure to note little breaks throughout the day so that you can feel like, I can do this. Okay. Next, I have to write an hour. Then I have work from 6 to 11. Then I have a shower to wind down my night. Then I just have wind down, relax, light some incense, put on my Halloween lights, just be, and go to sleep by 1 a.m. So that's just an example. That's just what my day is going to look like today. But to always have one little step towards your goal each day, but not overwhelming yourself. It's to make attainable goals so that you don't get overwhelmed. You don't have too much to do. It doesn't not get done. You will always be making steps, and each little step will get you to that goal. So I'm just gonna look at my notes here so that I make sure I didn't forget anything. Basically, just don't overload yourself. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Have a plan, have a grand plan, but do it in the small steps and write things down. Like I said, it's so important to just make that list. So my life tip for today is you are going to have natural pushback in yourself. You might. Everyone's different, but I know for myself, I have this natural pushback because it's my doubt and my fears that are rooted in my traumas and in my anxiety. But to be able to just recognize your emotions and recognize your thoughts is such a big deal. It's not a focus on, I have to change this. Oh no, I'm feeling this way. I have to change this. Acceptance, commitment is such a big deal that will help you so much. To just acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now. It's okay to feel anxious. It's okay. Things that mean a lot to you, you're gonna feel intimidated by. You're going to feel a bit anxious by. But to acknowledge, okay, I feel anxious and that's okay, but I'm not going to let it rule what I do and I'm not going to let it rule my life. Just taking that step back will help so much, and you'll feel a little bit of relief come in. And then you can move forward and do what you need to do. It's okay to feel anxious. It is not okay to let your feelings dictate your life. That is such a huge thing. Do not let your feelings dictate your life. Because if you do that, you won't get anywhere. Fear, anxiety, doubt, It's so normal. It's so human. But also part of being human is fighting. Like fighting that urge to do nothing. Fighting that urge to quit. You need to believe in yourself always. Always. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to? You know? Especially if you're leading something. If you're leading something, if you are going towards a big dream, a big aspiration, if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to get there. You have to believe in your abilities. And we'll talk about that another time. Just objectively looking at like, what can I do? What am I capable of? And looking at your work and saying, yes, I'm always learning. I can always improve. But look at this. Look what I can do. Because more likely than not, first of all, you're doing a lot better in life than you think you are. But second of all, you're probably a lot more talented than you give yourself credit for. But that's a topic for another day. It is always hard to start something. I woke up this morning and I did not want to get out of bed. That's what happens with trauma, okay? And that's what happens with anxiety. That's what happens with depression. That's how that works. But to allow myself to ease into the day, to allow myself to recognize the thoughts I was having, the doubts, the fears. I recognized it and I sat with it and I said, okay, all right, I'm feeling this way, but why? That's the next step. The first step is just recognizing things, writing them down, recognizing your patterns of thoughts, recognizing how you speak to yourself, which is another topic we'll get into another day, is how you talk to yourself. It's so important. We'll also get into mirror work, which is really awesome. I've been doing that for a long time. So, but first step is recognizing, writing down. Next step is asking yourself, why? Why do I feel this way? And going against those thoughts and combating them. So if I say, you know, like, oh, like, gosh, I don't know, maybe I can't do this. I don't know. Why? Why? Yes, I can. Why not? Why can't I? Yes, I can. Why not? I have the ability. I have the skills. I have the belief in myself. It seems overwhelming. That was my answer. It seems impossible until you do it. When I met with one of my voice actors yesterday, we chose to go to the location that I shot my first feature film. And when we went there, which is where we'll be going to do this, I feel so inspired when I go to this place, which is a big thing. You got to pump yourself up. But again, that's a topic for another day, but you have to pump yourself up. But when I went to this place, I felt inspired. I was reminded of the success that I was able to have. And I was reminded, like, this is where it all started before. And this is where it's all going to start again. This is where it is starting again. So just reminding yourself, why am I having these thoughts? Why am I having these misbeliefs? More likely than not, it's rooted in something from your past. Don't let your past rule your present or destroy your future. That's not an option. We're moving past our traumas. We are moving past abuse into a beautiful life. No one's gonna stop us. No one's gonna shut us down. We can do this. We are warriors. We are final girls and guys. Never let anyone stop you. No matter what. The most important thing, don't stop. Keep going. Never stop. One step at a time. Get organized. Recognize your misbeliefs. Move forward and wake up each day reminding yourself what a great day it's going to be and how many adventures you have coming down the line. Never give up. There is life beyond abuse. You can do this. I can do this. We can do this. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you for another video tomorrow. Keep moving and believe in yourself, because I believe in you.